Welcome back to All Aboard with Joe. I'm your host, Joe, of course. And today we're going to talk about how Princess Cruises has just unveiled the all new Sanctuary collection that is exclusive as of right now to the Sun Princess and the future cruise ship, also from the Sphere class ship, the Star Princess. I'm going to touch on not only the details of this new collection and what they just released, but also why I think it's important for this new class of ship from Princess Cruises because I think that this new class is going to bring in a different demographic, and we'll get into that. So I'm currently looking over at the press release because this is news that just dropped today. Today's April 23rd, the time of making this video. Basically, what Princess Cruises is trying to do with this is they're trying to offer a new category that gives what they're saying, an unprecedented level of exclusivity and premium extras. Now, before I go into those extras, I'm going to give you my little 2 cents why I think that this is important. Now, I know every cruise line even has kind of an exclusive area on board. Carnival even does, Royal Caribbean, and so on. I think that this is important because if you know anything about the new Sphere class ship, they're definitely trying to skew a little younger than normal. I've always been under the belief that Princess Cruise is a little bit of an older demographic. I believe I've been on 7 Princess Cruises now, and I've always had a great time, great product, great people, etc. But one thing I've always noticed that the demographic was skewed a little bit older compared to, let's say, Royal Caribbean or Norwegian. Now, I don't have those exact numbers. That's just my own. That's what I'm seeing when I'm on board. But the reason I'm bringing up why I think the Sanctuary collection is important is because if they're trying to skew younger, I think that there's going to be a certain audience that wants to stay out of the riffraff, so to speak, meaning being away from the kids and the families on board. Now, that's not to say families can't be in part of the Sanctuary collection if they also want an exclusive access area, because I believe it's adults only, but they say 16 and up, which I think is funny because adults only to me isn't 16 and up. Adults only would be like 21 up, personally. But if you really want that kind of adults only cruise, then you just want to go on Virgin Voyages because they are adults only currently. So just go on that cruise ship. Anyways, let's get into what the actual Sanctuary collection will get you if you are on the Sun Princess or the future Star Princess. All right, I'm not great at memorizing all this information, and there's a lot of information. So I'm going to try to read, I'm just going to summarize the press release just so you can get a gist of what's happening here. So, as the name suggests, guests that reserve the Sanctuary collection are going to be getting exclusive access to the ship's private retreat, which is what I was mentioning before. Most cruise ships have a kind of a private section that you can enjoy that's usually more adults only, a little bit more quiet. One of the things that's kind of exciting, in my opinion, is that when you book the Sanctuary collection, it automatically gives you the Princess Premier bundle. Now, if I'm not mistaken, the Premier bundle is giving you Wi-Fi access, crew appreciation already included, and of course, premium drinks, bottled water, specialty coffee, the juice bar, etc. So if you're one of those people that wants to fully indulge in everything, including drinks and whatnot, this is kind of an appealing thing. So it sounds like the Sanctuary collection is kind of covering all your bases of relaxation, all the food and beverages that you want, and just pretty much all the luxury you want on board. Going back to the press release, one of the things they also talk about is the suites that are involved in the Sanctuary collection are all luxurious staterooms. So that's really nice. I actually went on the website to see if I could book right off the bat just to see what was available. And it does look like anything in the Sanctuary collection are like the top tier suites. Of course, price points are different, but that's good to know. Of course, the Sanctuary collection is great if you are looking for areas to relax. I do find that if you're on a semi full cruise ship, like specifically, like let's say a Caribbean cruise where it's warm weather and everyone wants to be outside on the top deck, the pools are going to be packed, especially on the days that are not port days, like ocean days, or sea days. So I think that the biggest point for people that are booking this collection is probably the people that want to not be in a crowded pool area. They want to have their own area. So I think that this is going to be a huge plus for those that are really trying to relax on their vacation. On the Sun Princess, and I'm assuming it'll be the same for the Star Princess, assuming that this all goes well for them, the luxurious spa-inspired top deck Sanctuary Club is now exclusive just to the Sanctuary collection guests. I believe you were able to pay to be in there before. I think it was like $100 a day. That might change. It sounds like, according to this press release, that is no longer. It sounds like only people in the Sanctuary collection have access to the Sanctuary Club. In the Sanctuary Club, which is private entry via your princess medallion, the medallion you have to get in and out of your room and the doors and stuff like that. That's how you get in there. There's private cabanas, a pool, jacuzzi, A tentative service, according to them. That's good because sometimes you wait for your drinks or your food and you're just like, why is this taking forever? So it sounds like they really take that and they really make it luxurious where you are always being waited on, which is a plus. Soothing music, refreshing beverages, and light fare. Which, if you saw one of my last videos, I talk about that they have bento boxes, which look really tasty. Cruise with Ben and David, shout out to them. They recently did a full ship review, and I got to see the bento boxes. They look pretty solid. The club also features exclusive programming, including sunrise yoga classes and sail away receptions, which is a huge plus because whenever you do a sail away, sometimes you feel like it's just an overwhelming experience. Like everyone's having a great time, but you just never know where to go. So if you have a private place to go and just your suite collection there, that's pretty cool. Oh, other bonus Sanctuary Collection amenities include priority specialty restaurant reservations and premium stateroom amenities, which they don't really talk about what those amenities are, but I'm assuming they're maybe lotions and shampoos and just various products in the suite, but that's me assuming because I've been in a few special collection suites before, not on this ship, but other ones, and that's usually what the amenities are. So talking about the suites, because obviously there's a select amount of suites on the Sun Princess that are part of the Sanctuary Collection. According to the press release, there are 3 levels of staterooms. The Signature Collection suites, which there are 80 of those, the mini suites, which there are 123, and the premium deluxe balconies, which are 12. You can actually go online right now. I'll put the link in the description if you want to check out all those suites. But yeah, they're pretty substantial suites, and I was looking at the images before, and they're really nice. A quote from the president of Princess Cruises, he says, "Our new Sanctuary Collection offers guests those ultra-private, tucked-away spaces that rival any high-end resort and surpasses the offerings of comparable cruise lines featuring similar ship-within-a-ship amenities. With spacious and well-appointed accommodations, along with an array of premium extras and its exclusivity, our new Sanctuary Collection delivers the ultimate in access and indulgence to deliver an unparalleled experience." That sounds about right. Like I said before, all these amenities are going to make your trip, your vacation, that much more special. There is a little bit of a higher price point for sure, but I do feel like a lot of people hate the nickel and diming of a cruise line. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I've heard people come back and say, I thought I was going to spend this much. I ended up spending an extra $1,000. So sometimes knowing going in, you've spent all up front for the most part, at least. I think that's pretty big. And I think the Sanctuary Collection will do that for you because it covers your Wi-Fi, your drinks, just various other things that you would have to add on later. So it kind of just takes that right off the table right in the beginning. So if you are interested in booking the Sanctuary Collection, those go on sale today. April 23rd is when this press release came out. So this is a live sale now. Guests who have booked as of April 23rd already have reserved Sanctuary Collection staterooms on either ship will receive additional amenities outlined at no additional cost, including the Premier Bundle. So that's good news. So if you've booked and you didn't even know about this press release, chances are you didn't because this just dropped, you are already taken care of. So good on you, Princess Cruises, to make sure you don't make anyone upset. I'm sure they're doing that for their own sake because last thing they want is all their travel agents to call and panic, be like, what happened? I just had my client book this, blah, blah, blah. So anyways, this is all good news for anyone that is looking to book or have just booked their cruise with Sun Princess. Well, that's it for today's news, guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Please let me know what you think in the comments below. I really love to know your opinion. I do feel like some people don't like to upgrade and spend the extra money, but I'd like to know what you think. Personally, I'm one of those people, as I said before, I like to just go in knowing what I've spent already, how much money is on the table, and I don't have to worry about any additional fees. Sure, there's always going to be additional fees, right? You're going to go shopping on port days and stuff like that. But I do think that when you're on board, you want to make sure your mind is clear, everything's been paid for. And I think that the Sanctuary Collection is a great addition to what Princess Cruises is trying to do with their new Sphere class ships. As always, guys, I'm Joe, and this is All Aboard with Joe. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Hit the subscribe button, hit the like button, and as always, be kind, happy cruising. I will see you next time. Peace.